So I'm digesting few things, like people calling other people my name, and they tend to insult my image or make ignorant comments about me without knowing me too deeply. They try to send vicious altars my way and try to taint my image in some way. But when I'm deeply, my destiny is chosen, I realize that I have to react a certain way. Like I have to include all those images that are projected towards me as a creator. So it's like kind of a test of my patience, of my faith, and of my accountability, of how much I can carry on my back and shoulders when I'm going through so much. So they want to see that how I react someone else being called my name, or do I maintain the compassion to that person who participated in slandering my image or slandering my name by doing the dirty work. Who can't directly speak to me, so they cowardly try to, you know, manipulate the demeanor, public demeanor. And sometimes it feels like I cannot focus on the social platforms. That's why they stay there longer than usual and try to manipulate with different in my absence they use different altars with different looks and types that don't meet my criteria or body type or feet type, voice, eyes, lips. It doesn't even matter to them because they are so ignorant and so dark. Like it's not that they are kept in dark even. It's all intentional abuse, digital abuse, and of course, people who have supported me by far. They also go through digital abuse, but they understand the deep crux of the situation. They understand the meat of the life that they're trying to save. And of course, those whose primary criteria is to hurt that life form will think oppositely and always try to drag people into that uh, pit against the person they are trying to turn the audience against. And not because they hate you, not because they hate me, but because they have to protect their image and all the lies that they have carefully constructed around my um, reactions that I never gave to them. I never stopped by always maintained focus and one track mind. I always knew what success would look like on me and never seeked out anyone else's permission to do whatever I wanted to do. And that's why a lot of things worked for me in the x-rays of my life, in the extremisms too. And when I cannot maintain my skin, I still show up on the internet if I have some important message to give. And I time to time unsubscribe from people who turn negative, whose breaths are like spoiled brats. Um, turned away from the truth and uh, the simplicity of the truth. And the other conspiracies of tearing somebody else down to feel better about themselves. It's like I'm always on the opposite end of whatever people are assuming about me. If people think that I will try to clinch on to someone or clinch on to my past, or I will try to find solace in togetherness. I find isolation pretty satisfying also. Sometimes it has the opposite effect on me, and whatever they are trying to do to me, like it's like pretty cruel, crude, and the way they treat me is like any fish wouldn't survive in that um, harsh environment, an internal environment. Like people are outside how they are inside. If they appear cold, that's how they are inside. Cold, cruel, harsh. The conditions inside are harsh, and nothing can survive there. Not a spirit, not a soul, nothing substantial. And so many times people tend to hijack and make decisions for me or as me without informing me about it. And it's like that assumption never came easy to me. I had a very rough childhood, but that assumption about people's perspectives and people's life and how they attract and what they attract based on, and still asserting yourself in there in a way that is volatile doesn't come easy to me. But a few things are timeless. Like the planets are in a certain position at this point. I will not comment on that, and especially in not in this video. But that doesn't affect the lifetime assignments that I have with few energies and few entities. So that doesn't affect the timelines that we are going to share in merging, because that's what is going on, the aura merging. And people who said that I will never be able to do that, or I will never um, be able to merge the auras of my higher timelines and me, typically don't understand, never did. They typically never understood my journey, and they typically never understand anything, because these are the people who go to a cinema hall and while the movie is going on, they don't connect emotionally. They just focus on their phone, focus on their lovers, and whispers, and they don't they are always distracted from the project assignments, from the main criteria, main subject. And that's what irritates the most about that's what irritates me the most, because causal perspective never cared about distractions. And I don't understand people who get distracted so easily. Like it never cared about their little whiles and excuses. It never cared about the timings and mishaps and misarrangements, misalignments, misfit, misfit as in their words do not fit into their mouths. That kind of a misfit. Their actions do not fit into their body. Doesn't align with their body. So it's like mismatch in real in what they want to be. They want to be a doctor, but their body is of an athlete. They want to be a singer, but they um, can barely make a speech. It's like it's not that they can never get that, what do you call it, appropriation in their bodily speech, but the lifetime assignments, let's stick to the point. The lifetime assignments is first you try to envision few qualities up there, and then you try to bring it into inside your aura. And the more away people who talk down negatively upon you are away from you, the more you are self-focused, and the more that can happen quicker. Like it can happen in an instant, but it's on you when you want it to happen. It's on you when you give the sense of availability. Because how I speak, every single aspect of mind can relate. If they see it, my voice modulations, how I articulate, how I explain myself, how I react when I make a mistake or I have a mishap, or I didn't read a situation correctly, or I read more into the situation, how I would act. Every aspect of me, every shade of me can understand that when they see my body language, when they see the bodily expression. It's not that they cannot relate, because it's all relatable. It's the evolution of, like, you see those books that one surname continues on and on and on and on in many names and many heritages. Similarly, a person's consciousness is like uh, monitored by various aspects of that expression. I mean, do it, that cosmic expression, that mirrored behavior, but not in the sense of another person doing it, but in the sense of that person's own consciousness is doing it. That's when it's not fraudulent. That's when it's not forgery, or not interpreted as so. Trying to understand which voices really belong to me and come from within my inner modulations, and which voices are trying to combine other lineages with me and trying to differentiate. So I will not inherit that differentiation. uh, Try to keep my composure and express myself the way I understand the best, when I'm compressed, um, constricted, and sometimes when I'm feeling very constricted and constrained, I can sense each corner of each space within that corridor, and each nooks of all my assignments, where someone would be present, where that other aspect will be present, how this person sees that, how that person sees that, and that's why they fit in so quickly by the means of accommodation. So it's not that it's happening for free, the price, or it's not about the value of the thing, but It's about how quickly some processes can happen and how much time it can save and how much slander abuse it can save. It can get rid of quickly from its path. So the elements, the crooked planetary placements can do, like bringing abuse and verbal, digital, negative mirroring, slandering, not correcting the situation, not understanding the situation, misunderstandings, and calling people mad, calling people nothing, calling people uh, in a delirious way, something that they shouldn't comment on. Uh, at this point, my face is starting to appear a little fat and like I don't know. Anyways, I never make my choices without thinking about it too much because I am a very careful planner. And being a planner is different than being a plotter, because when you're planning, you are keeping the consequences in mind. But when you're a plotter, you don't care how you're doing things for others. So planning is more considerate because you keep every element in your mind. Um, it's reliable planning, and plotting is like how to make them fail, how to make them um, turn away from what they are loving the most, how to waste their time, how to keep them busy, how to keep them distracted from what they really want in their heart, or what they do want, know that they do want, how to make them unwantingly trying, give that away, give that purpose away, and make them hopeless and hopelessly seeking outside, not knowing what they want. So it's like all the distractive plot. Oh, uh-huh. Everything happens once in a lifetime, and everything happens for a reason. And sometimes you tend to take a little more time to understand that, to understand all the subjects you didn't understand before. But at least you cared enough to indulge in it.